Hey everybody, Michelle here. It's been a minute since I've been able to film a video. Life got crazy around Easter. We had family visiting, kids were out of school. So I have not done a video, I think in about a month now. Um, but I wanted to hop on and go through my April empties. This is going to be a long video, so you might want to grab a coffee. I haven't done a empties video all month, so this is everything from April. And I have 23 candles that I emptied in April. So let's get right into it. I'll start with the obvious one. Anyone who has ever seen any of my empties videos knows that I love this candle. I did only go through one actually this month though, which is interesting, and that's my Warm and Welcome bedroom candle. Again, like I was saying, I mean, this is a perfect testament to it. Normally, I go through more than one. I was out and about so much in April that I just didn't even have the opportunity to burn very much in my room. I was just always on the go. And I'm sorry, my nose is itching. It always itches when I record. Um, but yeah, love this one, always will. Um, so I do have Goose Creek's Yankee. I have a Yankee as well. I have Bath and Body Works, Kringle, Homeworks. I really do have a little of everything this month. But why don't I go ahead and kick off with the Kringle? I think I might actually have more Kringle candles in April than I do Goose Creek, which I think is the first time ever, and is probably why I only went through 23 candles in April as opposed to the 30 plus I probably would have gone through had I been burning mostly Goose Creek. So I'll kick it off with and I will actually start with let's see, the Halloween candle that I emptied. Now, it is a little odd that I burned a Halloween candle. I did kind of cheat the label away towards the back, but it did pair really nicely, well, kind of bolstered another Easter scent that I had. So let's kick it off with Kringle's It's Evil. Clowns terrify me. My brother-in-law made me watch it many, many moons ago when my husband and I were first dating, and I have never recovered. So I don't do clowns. They've terrified me ever since I was a kid. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I was trying to make a good impression on the family, and I just made a huge mistake. I should never watch it. Really dumb. So the scent notes on this are pastry, spice, butter, caramel, almond, and vanilla. And I do already have a backup of this candle. I did get it after last Halloween. Ooh, there's actually a fly in there. Um, really nice. Really, really nice. Caramel, not so much, but I do smell the other notes. Definitely the pastry, butter, that almond. The almond is not super strong, but definitely present. It's a great bakery scent. Um, I do find it interesting, just as a side note. I'm not really sure what about this scent screams this label. Um, Maybe there's an aspect of the movie I'm not remembering, but I don't remember, like, when I think of it, I don't think of like a German bakery. I don't know. But comment below if there's something I'm missing. Maybe there is something I'm missing. I might have repressed that movie. Anyway, so I burned this one alongside of, let's see, where are we here? Oh, here we go. Pardon my reach. I've got a lot of candles here. So I paired that along with Easter brunch, and there were a bunch of people who commented that the scents are very similar, which they are, but they are different. So the scent notes on this are sweet almond butter, vanilla, and cream. Um, so again, really similar. I'm looking at the bottom here. So It's Evil has a caramel component that Easter brunch does not. Um, It's Evil has a spice component that Easter brunch does not. Um, and Easter brunch has a sweet component that it's evil does not. But with that being said, the scents are quite similar, but there is more almond in Easter brunch, which I love. I would say if I had to pick between the two, I would pick Easter brunch. Obviously, for the aesthetic of Halloween, I'll go with It's Evil around that time, because there really is no way to make this look spooky. It's a really pretty, speckled, beautiful, happy light jar. Um, But I would say that I prefer Easter brunch. I do love the almond component. This one did burn a little dirty for me for whatever reason. The wax is not dirty, but the jar is. Um, this one also I found to be a little less powdery. For whatever reason, I did find It's Evil to kind of have a powdery component. I'm wondering if that's supposed to be like the flaky bakery note. Um, Easter Brunch was a little less powdery to me, which I did prefer. So all in all, I would pick Easter Brunch over It's Evil, but they're both really, really good scents, both really strong throwers. Um, I'd say they're probably both about a 7 in the throw department. I got really good performance out of both of them, and I really did enjoy pairing them. Um, and I would repurchase both. I'm putting them down here, um, out of the way so I don't accidentally pick them up again. So moving right along to another Easter candle that I finished, and that is a very beloved scent to many, and that is lemon sugar marshmallow. And let me tell you, I get the hype. I have 3 backups. They really got me with the Easter sale. The scent notes on this are lemon sweet, lemon zest, pastry, vanilla, and sugar. This is a lemon bar. I know it's a terrible name. The Krusty's lemon bar, box lemon bars that you make. It has everything in it. And this reminds me so much of that. It's not a cake. It's definitely a gourmand, but it's not a cake. And to be honest, I really don't get marshmallow. Um, at all. It's definitely like, it's a sweet lemon. It's a gourmand lemon, but it's a lemon bar. There's a little bit of bite in there. It's a zesty lemon, but it is also sweet, so it's tempered by that sweetness. It is not overly sweet to me. I loved it. This is not at all. So if you kind of steer clear of the like lemon splash, rosemary lemon type lemon scents, you don't really love the like cleaner lemon vibe. This is not that. This is definitely a yummy, yummy, yummy candle. Highly recommend, obviously, because I got 3 backups. So great candle. I would definitely order again, but I don't have to. Um, so the next time I order a lemon sugar marshmallow will be if there's a clearance sale next year, because I don't need any more, which is great because I don't have to worry about it selling out. So the next one I have is Easter petals. And I did not buy this with my first Easter order. I actually waited on this. I was going to buy it, and then I kind of talked myself out of it. Um, but then I repurchased it when it went on sale, the 50% off sale. Um, and the scent notes on this one are sparkling lemon, petitgrain twigs, Italian bergamot, neroli blossom, patchouli, musks, and amber. And I will say the reason I took this out of my cart was because of the neroli. You guys, mandarin petal scared me. It scared me. I was horrified by the neroli. And I was like, well, if this is how Kringle does neroli, I should probably steer clear of everything that has neroli in it. But then I listened to some reviews, read some reviews, that said that Easter petals was much lighter, that it was a bright, beautiful scent, but it was not overpowering. So I gave it a shot. I did buy 2 backups of it. I really, really, really like this candle. You definitely get the neroli. You definitely do. A little bit of lemon. I wouldn't say this is definitely not a lemon scent, even though lemon, I believe, is the first. Yeah, it's the first scent note listed here, but it's definitely petitgrain and neroli to me. Um, but this is a much more balanced neroli note. It is not like mandarin petals, which to me, I mean, it just smacked you in the face. This was much lighter, much better balanced to me. I really enjoyed it. I would not even really call this a true floral scent. If you're thinking about like lilies or anything like that, if you tend to steer clear of heavy, overpowering floral scents, this is not that. This is very light, bright, and beautiful. Um, I very much enjoyed it. And again, I did get a couple of backups of this just in case it doesn't return. You always run the risk. This was one of the last candles that was available. So I always get a little concerned when that happens. Maybe they'll think that it isn't popular and they won't bring it back. So just in case, I did get 2 more so I can enjoy that next year as well. So the last This is the last Easter candle. Yeah, so the last Kringle, specifically Easter candle that I purchased, was carrot cake. And the scent notes on this are carrot cake, spice, and vanilla frosting. This is a no from me. I did not care for this candle. Um, it isn't carrot cake to me. To my nose, it is not carrot cake. Definitely get the spice. The frosting did come out after a few burns. I never truly got cake, to be honest. This was not cake to me. It certainly was not carrot cake. It is mostly spice. When I smelled it on cold, it smelled like a wine to me, like a mulled spiced wine. When I burned it, it switched from a wine component to more of like a cider component. Um, Never was cake though. This is gonna be a no. I know some people love this scent, which is great. I'm glad people do. This is gonna be a no from me, and I did not buy any backups, and I will not repurchase. Um, I did, however, purchase two other carrot cake candles from different brands that I did enjoy, so those will be a repurchase, so I can kind of get my carrot cake fix, if you will, in the future. So I have three more Kringle candles here. Um, and I guess we'll start with this one. So this one I started burning in March, but I didn't finish it until April, and I love this scent so much, you guys. This is Spanish moss. I love that label. So the scent notes on this are moss, floral, aromatic, wood, patchouli, and musk. Um, this one I also have two backups of. Definitely moss. I do get the patchouli, but if you are not a patchouli person, don't let that deter you. I am not either, and I still love this candle. This is fresh, verdant earth and greens after it rains. It is more vibrant. I mean, after it rains, everything just smells that much more intense. That's what this is. It is not a dead, rotting moss. It's an earthy candle, but it is not a dead, rotting moss. It is not like a Halloween moss to me. It is bright, living, lively, vibrant, bright. It is a really, really nice. I mean, you could burn this like spring through fall, in my opinion. Not a winter scent, but I think you get away with this year round. I think it's great blending with florals and other things. Um, I really like this. I like this a lot. I burned it actually with another Halloween candle, which I really, really enjoyed pairing it with, and that is 6 Feet Under, that wet earth. It augmented this so nicely, and I would absolutely burn those two together. Really, really love this. I had two backups of that as well. So next candle was almost not a purchase for me either, but I'm glad I purchased it, and that is the Reserve Red Velvet. The scent notes on this are chocolate sweet, milk chocolate, cocoa, and vanilla cream. Um, so when oh yeah, that's so nice. When this line first came out, I just purchased bittersweet. I did not get red velvet. I loved bittersweet. I purchased a backup of it. I did not purchase a backup of this, although I'm sure I will at some point. Um, but didn't get this one at first because I generally prefer bittersweet chocolate. So I went with the bittersweet as opposed to the milk chocolate cake. But this candle, I mean, this is red velvet cake. I mean, it really is. Unlike the carrot cake candle, you get cake. I get cake in this. I get the smell of a cake just pulled out of the oven. So it's no longer batter, it's cake, but it's still warm and very, very pungent. Um, so nice. I'd say this one probably threw it about a 7 as well. Maybe a little more than that. Maybe a 7.5. But this candle is so good, and even if you don't generally love chocolate scents, I would give this a try because it is just a great chocolate cake gourmand. Really, really great. No frosting component in that at all, which I know some disappointed some people because when you think of red velvet cake, you think of cream cheese frosting. I do not mind at all. I'm not a huge frosting person. I'm in it for the cake. So that was a great candle. So the last two Kringle candles I burned together. And the first one is Kringle's Fresh Lilac. The scent notes on this are lilac, floral musk, freesia, jasmine, magnolia sweet pea, and tuberose. Oh, this is so nice. It really is. It's nice. As you can see, I had some dirty burn going on. Not the wax, just the jar. Um, this was so nice. I do not usually love florals, but I really experimented and branched out this year with the florals, and I was not disappointed. There were a couple floral candles I got that I was like, meh, whatever. But this one was so nice. Turns out I like lilac. Um, this was a great thrower in my house. I'd say an 8.5 easily. Um, so nice, so nice. I mean, to me, it's the whole lilac plant. It's the woody component. It's the flowers. It's everything. The other components in there, I mean, freesia maybe, but I don't generally like freesia. I find it really strong and off-putting a little. And this did not throw me. Jasmine, I love jasmine. I do get a little bit of jasmine in here. Sweet pea and tuberose, I really couldn't tell you if I pick up on that or not. The jasmine, yes, though. And I love it. I love jasmine. This candle was fantastic. I couldn't recommend this one enough. Leading right into that is the candle that I burned it with, and that is lilac and lily. The scent notes on this are lilac, lily, green, floral, musk, and moss. I did like this candle as well, but not as much as fresh lilac. This one had a powdery component that I didn't well, I I don't hate it. I love the scent of this. I could do without the powderiness, but that might just come hand in hand with the lily. Um, this has more of a bathroom vibe to me, like a clean bathroom, and I think again that could just be the powderiness that's kind of making it feel that way to me. These two paired really nicely together. Would I repurchase this one? Maybe, but only to burn with fresh lilac. It's also not as strong as fresh lilac. I'd give it more of a 7. Maybe, yeah, 7. Um, they were nice paired together, but I would purchase fresh lilac before I'd purchase lilac and lily personally. Although I know a lot of people really liked the lilac and lily, which I do too. But I'm not a huge floral person, so I'm not gonna have like a huge stash of floral candles. But fresh lilac, I could definitely see myself getting that one again. And I did, actually, in the BOGO sale. All right, so moving right along to, let's see, how many, I only have one Bath and Body Works. Let's go ahead and do that. Um, so Bath and Body Works, oh no, I'm sorry, I have 2. I lied. Let's start with the one I don't like first. I like saving the best for last. Okay, so I burned this along with Easter Brunch and It's Evil, and that is almond croissant. The scent notes on this are toasted almonds, vanilla glaze, flaky croissant. I hate this. I really do. It smells sour and gross, like sour milk. I bought 2 of them. I burned one last year, burned one this year. Hated it both times. I wanted to love it so much because I love almond croissants, but this one smelled like sour burnt milk. That's really all I've got to say about that. Yeesh. So the next one I have is thankfully much better. It is sweet carrot cake, and get a load of that label. It's so beautiful. The scent notes on this one are sweet cream cheese frosting, fluffy carrot cake, and cinnamon spice. Um, Now, I very much loved this candle. I think it's great. I did pair it along with another carrot cake that I also did enjoy, and I got different things out of both of them. So this candle, to me, I was in it for the frosting. The frosting note in this candle is fantastic. The cake is there. It's there. Yeah, it's there. But it is mostly the a little hint of spice and the frosting. Nailed it. So good. And I actually had I did have a little bit of uneven burns. You can see some of the wicks petered out before the other ones, but very clean. I had no issues with the dirty burn here. This was actually a really nice candle, and I absolutely would repurchase. And I paired it with Goose Creek's carrot cake. Peter Rabbit. Oh, so cute. Um, there's no scent notes on the bottom of this, but all you need to know about this is that The cake component in this is great. So between the cake in this and the frosting in the Bath and Body Works sweet carrot cake, I was happy. And I will absolutely repurchase both of these and burn them together because they were a great, great blend. I'm repurchasing both. Repurchasing. I mean, I will repurchase, but I'm repurposing both of these jars. I just don't know for what yet, but I have to because they're adorable. All right, so I do have a few more Goose Creeks here that I'll get into. Starting again with the Peter Rabbits. I got the Peter Rabbit collection last year for Mother's Day. So I have several of those that I'm going to kind of spread out throughout the spring and summer. The next one I have is, oh, there's a smudge on it. Peter Rabbit's Bread and Milk. Now, for those who get Kringle, who purchase from Kringle as well as Goose Creek, this is very, very similar to my nose to Sweet and Savory from Kringle. A fresh, crusty bread. I really don't smell much milk in here, which is fine because milk to my nose is often distasteful. This is a nice crusty bread, and this candle was great. Again, very cute label. The throw on this was fantastic as well. I burned this with Sweet and Savory. I have not quite finished that one yet. I've been kind of milking it and holding on to it. But this was a great candle and very similar to Sweet and Savory. The next one I have is another Peter Rabbit, and that one is Mr. McGregor's Garden. Oh, I love this candle. I really do. I don't have the scent notes in front of me, but this candle is a mixture of floral and fresh herbs. Like it smells like, I mean, it is flowers and basil and just, I mean, it is a garden. It is a smorgasbord of yumminess. So good, so bright, so fresh. This would have actually paired really well with Spanish moss, I think, now that I'm thinking about it. I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't burn those together. But great scent, great throw, really, really nice. Unfortunately, this is the one that comes in the box only. Like you cannot buy this one individually, which really bums me out because I would have bought several of these. This is probably my favorite so far from the Peter Rabbit collection, although I have enjoyed every one I've burned. Carrot cake was great, bread and milk great, but I loved this one. And again, I'm not even a floral person, but the mixture of flowers and just like fresh herbs, it's beautiful, really, really beautiful. All right, so the next one I have is another Goose Creek, and that is Pink Bellini. I don't believe I have the scent notes in front of me either, but this is a peach, it's supposed to be a peach boozy scent. I did not care for it. It's a bathroom scent to me. The throw was good. It burned really ugly for whatever reason. I bought two of these expecting to love it, and to be honest, I didn't. There's really no boozy quality here. Um, it's not unpleasant. You definitely get the peach. It was a clean, too sterile scent for me. It was not yummy. It was not a yummy scent. It wasn't like, ooh, I want to drink that. It wasn't like that at all. I didn't care for it, and it would not be a repurchase for me. Um, but it did throw very well, and I did use it in the bathroom. All right, I've got two more Goose Creeks today. The next one is lemon butter cake, and I paired this with um, lemon sugar marshmallow. Oh, I do have the scent notes on this. It's candied lemon zest, dense butter cake, and sugary vanilla glaze. This one's really nice. I do prefer lemon sugar marshmallow, but this one is nice. Definitely more cake than lemon sugar. It is not a bar. It is definitely a cake, like a lemon pound cake. The throw is pretty good. I'd give it about a 7. Um, and the scent was nice. Again, I got a little bit of a weird uneven burn there, but not dirty. I would definitely repurchase this one. I think they actually have this one in Walmart. Although I'll be honest, my luck with the Walmart ones has not been great. I feel like they're different somehow, and it could just be systematic. I don't know. It could just be something silly. Like my brain is just convinced myself that they're going to be different, so that they smell different to me. But for whatever reason, I get warm and welcomes from the site, and then I've also gotten them a couple times when I've run out from Walmart, and I swear there's a difference. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I swear there's a difference. Anyway, So the last Goose Creek candle I have is Back Road Blooms, and I got one of these last year and loved it, and then it had sold out before I could get backups. Um, so I was glad I was able to repurchase. I got two this year. The scent notes on this are wild honeysuckle, orange blossom, spring lilies, and bright citrus. This one's really nice. I burned this alongside of Mr. McGregor's Garden and Botanicals, which I have not yet finished. This one has a great throw. I'd give this almost an 8, 8.5. Really, really nice. Paired really well. I love the honeysuckle component kind of added to um, botanicals, which is a bunch of different flowers, really. I mean, there's a lot going on in that scent. But the honeysuckle and orange blossom, I burned this in the kitchen. It was a little bit lighter, less like heady floral, more like light and just fresh. And that little hint of citrus really made this one special. I love it. I'm glad I got two of them. If they go on clearance and they're still available, I will probably get a couple more just in case. But this is a really nice one. Really, really nice. All right. The last 3-wick candle I have is from Yankee. Before we move on to my couple of Homeworks 4-wicks, so I have a Yankee candle, and I don't know that I've ever had a Yankee candle since I started this channel, but I do today. And that one is Lemon Gelato from their Hello Italy collection. I think that's what it was called. I do not have the scent notes in front of me, but from what I recall, it's like a, you know, lemon creaminess from the gelato. And this one was nice. This one was really nice. I don't know that I would call it a gelato fragrance necessarily. I don't really get a whole ton of creaminess. Almost more of a sorbet, I would say. A lemon sorbet, I think, would be more true to what I'm smelling. Um, but this was nice. I'd say the throw was probably about a 7. It did kind of go up and down a little bit with burns, like with each burn. But I'd say it averaged about a 7. This one was really nice. I did get two of them. Did knock me out of the park? No. But I'm glad I got two, and I will absolutely enjoy the other one as well. And I love the label. I love the label. It's very pretty. All right, so the last two I have here are Homeworks. And now I've had issues in the past with Homeworks candles and throw. I think of all the candle brands that I buy from, um, Homeworks can either be a powerhouse for me or I get nothing. I don't know if anybody else experiences that. But I will say that both of these candles that I burned and finished in April were both phenomenal throwers. Phenomenal. So the first one that I finished is Lily of the Valley, which is a beautiful label. I burned this along with, you guessed it, fresh lilacs and lilac and lily. So my house was a floral, it was a floral zone. The scent notes on this are Lily of the Valley, hyacinth, jasmine, and spring green leaves. Somebody's calling me, but I don't know where my phone is. I'll deal with that later. Um, so this one was really, really nice. Again, this is just Lily of the Valley, really. That's primarily what I'm smelling in here. Maybe a little bit of jasmine. I truthfully don't know what hyacinth smells like. Um, but this was a really beautiful candle. Again, threw really well, burned all the way down. I got my money's worth out of that wax. Super clean burn. The throw on this, I would give it an 8, honestly. Really strong. Really, really strong. Really fresh, really light lily, not super heavy, not like funeral flowers. It was not overpowering at all. But really, really, really beautiful. Loved it so much. The last candle I have, number 23 of 23, the other Homeworks candle, this I would give a 9 for strength and throw. I mean, really strong for me. And that is White Ginger Lily. The scent notes on this are white ginger lily, rainforest bamboo, island lily, and night blooming jasmine. Check out that burn. That is a perfect burn. Perfect. This was nice. I honestly don't know that I've ever smelled a ginger lily necessarily. But now that I've smelled one, I want to smell more. This smells really, really nice. And this, I did burn it downstairs, but this would be a phenomenal, relaxing, like spa like bathroom candle as well, like for bath time. This is nice. I do get every accord that's listed. I definitely get the jasmine, the lily, and the bamboo as well, which is just a really nice, like kind of earthy component in there. Really nice. Highly recommend this one. This one was actually an impulse buy. I went to the website. They were having a sale of some sort, and I purchased Bing or Ice Cherry Fizz because I was intrigued by it and I wanted to get free shipping. So I was like, oh, because this one was on sale. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get this one too. I was really into Lily scents at the time. I was burning the other ones. And I was like, I'm going to try this. And I'm so glad. I actually have not burned Ice Cherry Fizz yet, but on cold, I prefer this one. So, things happen for a reason, I guess. But I really have gotten my fair share of lilies in April, and I am not mad at it. I have very, very much enjoyed it. So, with that being said, thank you for sitting with me. This did not take as long as I thought it would. Only 30 minutes. I was expecting more like 50 to get through all these candles. But thank you so much for sitting with me. I hope you have a great day. I have started burning my May rotation, and right now I am very much enjoying a trio of melon candles. I've got Over the Rainbow from Kringle over here to my right. I have a minty melon going, also from Kringle, and I have Goose Creek's Farm Stand Melon. These three candles are amazing, although, sneak peek, I do think Minty Melon and Farm Stand Melon are kind of kicking Over the Rainbow's tushy a little bit over here. But all three great candles. I'm loving the melon. I have never really burned a whole lot of melon. Do it. Burn the melon. It, it smells really, really good. Anyway, have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.